Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Business English Conversation Practice. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. It's great to have you with us today.
In this lesson, we're going to practice business English through a realistic workplace situation.
That's right. Instead of studying isolated vocabulary, you'll hear useful professional expressions naturally inside a complete conversation.
Today's scenario is something that happens in companies all over the world.
A project is behind schedule.
The client is expecting an update,
The team is under pressure.
and everyone needs to work together to find a solution.
So, our conversation will include project updates, problem solving, deadlines, client communication, and decision making.
Along the way, we'll stop and explain useful business English phrases you can use in your own workplace.
Let's begin.
It's Monday morning at a software company called NextPoint Solutions.
The project team is preparing to launch a new online payment platform for an important client.
The original launch date is only 10 days away.
But during final testing, the development team discovered an unexpected technical issue.
The project manager, Emma, calls an urgent meeting.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining on short notice.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we begin, I want to bring everyone up to speed on the situation.
That's our first useful business expression.
To bring someone up to speed means to give them the latest information so they understand the current situation.
For example, let me bring you up to speed on the project.
It means, let me tell you what has happened and where things currently stand.
Back to the meeting.
As most of you know, the development team discovered a problem during final testing on Friday.
Yes. We found an issue with the payment confirmation system.
How serious is it?
At the moment, we're still investigating, but it could affect some transactions when the system is under heavy traffic.
That sounds significant.
It could be. However, we don't want to jump to conclusions before we complete the technical analysis.
Another excellent phrase.
Jump to conclusions means to make a decision or form an opinion before you have all the necessary information.
For example, let's not jump to conclusions until we see the final report.
Very useful when discussing uncertain situations.
Exactly.
Do we know what caused the issue?
We have a few theories, but we haven't identified the root cause yet.
Root cause. Another important business expression.
The root cause is the main or fundamental reason a problem happened.
For example, we need to identify the root cause of the delay.
Solving the root cause is usually better than only treating the symptoms.
Exactly.
Our team is reviewing the code and analyzing the testing data.
How long do you think that will take?
We should have a clearer answer by the end of the day.
Okay. In the meantime, we need to understand the potential impact on the launch.
From my perspective, the biggest risk is that we may need additional testing time.
That's what I was thinking too.
Do you believe we can still meet the original deadline?
Honestly, it's too early to say.
I appreciate your honesty. We need to be realistic.
Absolutely. One of the worst things we could do is promise a date that we can't deliver.
I completely agree. So, for now, let's focus on what we know.
Good idea.
First, the technical team will continue investigating the issue. Second, we need to evaluate how a possible delay would affect the client.
I can help with that.
Great. Alex, you've been managing the client relationship. What are their main priorities?
Their number one priority is reliability. They've repeatedly said that they want a stable system more than a fast launch.
That could work in our favor.
Possibly. But they're also preparing a major marketing campaign around the launch date.
So, changing the date would have consequences.
Exactly.
We need to keep that in mind.
Excellent phrase.
Keep something in mind means to remember or consider something when making a decision.
For example, keep the budget in mind when reviewing the proposal.
Do we know how much flexibility they have with the marketing campaign?
Not yet. I think we should speak with them before making assumptions.
Agreed. But before we contact the client, I want us to be on the same page internally.
There's another very common workplace expression.
To be on the same page means to have the same understanding of a situation.
For example, let's make sure everyone is on the same page before the meeting.
This phrase is extremely common in team discussions. What exactly can we tell the client today?
We can tell them that we identified an issue during testing and that we're investigating it.
Can we estimate the possible delay?
Not responsibly. Not yet.
Then we shouldn't provide a new date until we have more information.
I agree.
We should be transparent without creating unnecessary concern.
Exactly. That balance is important.
Can I raise a concern?
Of course.
If the client hears that there is a technical issue without understanding the context, they may assume the worst.
That's a fair point.
Another great phrase.
That's a fair point is a professional way to acknowledge that someone has made a reasonable argument.
For example, that's a fair point. We should consider the customer's perspective.
It allows you to disagree or continue the discussion while still showing respect. What do you suggest, Sarah?
I think we should explain that the issue was discovered during our quality testing.
That shows the testing process is working.
Exactly. Instead of presenting it only as a problem, we can explain that our team identified it before launch.
I like that approach.
So, the message is not that the project has failed.
The message is that testing identified something that needs to be fixed before release.
Correct. That sounds much more balanced. Good. Now, let's talk about possible solutions.
We currently have 3 options. Option 1 is to fix the issue and continue with the original launch date.
Is that realistic?
Possibly, but only if the problem is relatively simple.
What's option 2?
We delay the launch by a few days and complete additional testing.
And option 3?
We launch on time, but temporarily disable the affected feature.
That sounds risky.
I agree. It could create a poor customer experience.
Then I think we should take that option off the table.
Excellent business expression.
To take something off the table means to remove an option from consideration.
For example, because of the high cost, we've taken that proposal off the table.
The opposite is put something on the table, which means to introduce an idea for discussion. Does anyone disagree?
No. I think launching an incomplete feature would create more problems later.
Agreed.
Then option 3 is off the table.
That leaves us with fixing the issue on time or delaying the launch.
At this stage, we need more technical information. So, what are the next steps?
My team will continue investigating immediately. I'll provide an update by 4 p.m.
Good. Alex, can you prepare a client communication plan?
Absolutely.
Sarah, please work with Alex so we have a clear and consistent message.
Will do.
And I'll update senior management.
Perfect.
Before we finish, does anyone see anything we may be overlooking?
Another excellent question.
Overlook means to fail to notice or consider something.
For example, we overlooked an important detail in the contract. In business, asking what might be overlooked can help teams identify hidden risks.
Actually, there is one more issue.
Go ahead.
If the launch is delayed, the customer support team will also need to adjust its schedule.
Good point.
They've already planned additional staffing for launch week.
Then we need to keep them in the loop.
There's another very useful phrase.
Keep someone in the loop means to keep someone informed about what is happening.
For example, please keep me in the loop regarding any changes.
Very common in emails and meetings.
Absolutely. Let's make sure customer support is included in all future updates.
Great.
Excellent. Let's reconvene at 4:30 this afternoon.
Reconvene means to meet again after a break.
For example, let's reconvene tomorrow morning after reviewing the data.
Several hours later, the team meets again.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining again. Hopefully, we have more information now.
We do.
Great. Please walk us through it.
The technical team identified the root cause.
That's good news.
What was the problem?
A recent software update created a conflict with one part of the payment system.
Can it be fixed?
Yes.
How long will it take?
We estimate 1 full day for the fix and 2 additional days for testing.
So, 3 days in total?
Correct.
That means the original launch date is still technically possible.
Technically, yes, but I wouldn't recommend it
Why not?
because it would leave almost no room for unexpected problems. We would be cutting it very close.
Another useful expression. Cutting it close means leaving very little time before a deadline.
For example, the presentation starts in 5 minutes. We're cutting it close.
In a project, cutting it close can increase risk. What would you recommend?
I would recommend moving the launch back by 3 business days. That would give us enough time to test properly.
I agree. Reliability is more important than rushing.
Exactly. Then the next question is how we communicate this to the client.
I've prepared a draft message.
Great. Let's hear it.
I would begin by explaining that our final testing identified an issue that could affect performance under high traffic.
Good.
Then I would explain that the issue has already been identified and that the team is implementing a fix.
Excellent.
Finally, I would recommend moving the launch date by 3 business days to allow for complete testing.
That sounds clear.
I think we should also emphasize that this is a proactive decision.
Good point. We're not waiting for the problem to happen after launch. We're addressing it now.
Exactly. That demonstrates responsibility.
Should we send an email?
I think a video call would be better.
I agree. A conversation gives the client an opportunity to ask questions.
And sensitive information is often better discussed directly.
Absolutely.
Can we schedule the call for tomorrow morning?
I'll check their availability.
Good. The next morning, Alex and Emma join a video call with the client. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for meeting with us on short notice.
Good morning. No problem. We understand you have a project update for us.
Yes. We wanted to speak with you directly because our testing team identified an issue during final quality checks.
I see. How serious is the problem?
The issue affects payment confirmation during unusually high traffic. The good news is that we have already identified the cause and started implementing a fix.
That's reassuring. Will this affect the launch date?
We'd like to recommend moving the launch back by 3 business days.
3 days?
Correct. We understand that changing the date may affect your marketing plans. However, we believe the additional testing time is necessary to ensure a stable launch.
I appreciate the transparency. Of course, we're disappointed about the delay.
We completely understand.
At the same time, I would rather delay the launch by 3 days than experience technical failures in front of customers.
That's exactly our thinking. Our priority is to deliver a reliable product.
Can you guarantee the new date?
Based on the information we currently have, we are confident in the revised timeline. However, we will continue monitoring progress closely and provide you with daily updates.
That would be helpful. We want to make sure there are no more surprises.
Absolutely. We will keep you informed every step of the way.
Excellent phrase.
Every step of the way means throughout the entire process.
For example, our team will support you every step of the way. It's often used in customer service and project management.
What happens next?
The development team will complete the fix today. Testing begins immediately afterward.
We'll send you a progress update tomorrow afternoon.
And when will we receive final confirmation?
2 days before the revised launch date.
That works for us. Thank you for handling this professionally.
We appreciate your understanding.
Problems can happen in any project. What matters is how they are handled.
We completely agree.
Then we're comfortable moving forward with the revised schedule.
Excellent.
Thank you.
That went better than I expected.
It did. The client was disappointed, but they appreciated the honesty.
Exactly. Trying to hide the issue would have damaged trust.
Absolutely. Transparency can be uncomfortable in the short term, but it often strengthens relationships in the long term.
That's an important business lesson.
Definitely.
Now we need to deliver.
No pressure.
Just a little. 3 days later, the team meets again.
Good news, everyone. The final testing is complete.
Excellent.
Did we find any additional problems?
Nothing significant. The system passed all major tests.
That's fantastic.
So, are we ready for launch?
Yes, we officially have the green light.
Another common business expression.
To get the green light means to receive permission or approval to proceed.
For example, management gave us the green light to start the project.
I'll inform the client immediately.
Great.
Before we wrap up, I'd like to review what we learned from this situation.
Good idea.
First, we identified a problem before launch.
Second, we took time to understand the root cause.
Third, we considered our options carefully.
And instead of rushing, we made a decision based on long-term quality.
Exactly.
We also kept the client informed.
And that helped maintain trust.
Most importantly, everyone worked together.
Development.
Customer success.
Client relations.
And project management.
That collaboration made the difference.
Before we finish today's episode, let's review the business English expressions we learned.
Bring someone up to speed means to give someone the latest information.
Jump to conclusions means to decide something before having all the facts.
Root cause means the main reason a problem happened.
Keep something in mind means to remember or consider something.
Be on the same page means to have the same understanding.
That's a fair point is a professional way to acknowledge a reasonable argument.
Take something off the table means to remove an option from consideration.
Keep someone in the loop means to keep someone informed.
Reconvene means to meet again later.
Cutting it close means leaving very little time before a deadline.
Every step of the way means throughout the entire process.
And get the green light means to receive approval to proceed.
These expressions appear constantly in real workplace conversations.
But remember, the goal is not to memorize everything at once.
Listen to the conversation again.
Notice how the phrases are used.
Repeat the examples out loud.
And gradually begin using them in your own conversations.
The more you hear business English in context, the more natural it becomes.
Exactly.
Fluency develops through repetition, listening, and real communication.
Thank you for joining us today.
Keep listening.
Keep practicing.
Keep speaking.
And keep building your confidence one conversation at a time.
We'll see you in the next business English conversation.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, and have a productive day.
And if you'd like more business English lessons, subscribe and turn on notifications.